What's going on, fellas? Welcome back to another beautiful day over here at Skiffland. As you can see, we got a little sunshine out today, so we're gonna take this big girl on her maiden voyage. And I'm so stoked about that. You have no idea. All the work that we have put into this boat coming to this moment today is insane. It's a little bit emotional, I'm not gonna lie. We have some work to do though. I'm gonna go over everything, but I'm not gonna show everything because I honestly want to get through this so we can get out on the water. We're going to spray the cowling. I got some of that maintenance marine spray paint, Yamalube stuff that is going to fix this front portion of the cowling. It might not look perfect, but by the end I hope it looks better than it does right now. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do an oil change. I'm gonna speed through all of that. I gotta hook up the fuel lines to the gas tank. I'm trying to think, what else do I have? I'm pretty sure that's it. And then we're on the way to a boat ramp. I may have made a slight mistake, not a huge mistake, but a slight one with the controls up here. Somebody commented last night, right before I went to bed. I saw the comment, I'm not gonna lie. And it kept me up all night, tossing and turning, because I think I put the controls a little too far forward. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the full extension for wide open throttle because the throttle hits the front of the center console. I'm not 100% sure because it gets pretty far. That's in gear. It's like, does it go further than that? It looks like, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't know unless I took it off to see how far it actually goes. I don't know. We're gonna see on the water though. We have some good extension back here on the controls. So I mean, I don't know. I lost sleep over it. I almost came over here in the middle of the night just to see if it did bump into that. It's close though. It's close. We're still gonna get, I would say 99%, but I don't know, it might be 100% because we might be just a millimeter away from bottoming out on those controls. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out today on the maiden voyage. That's one of my favorite parts about the maiden voyage, is kind of just getting out there and having fun, but also working out the kinks, figuring out what we need to come home and adjust or fix or replace. Going to grab my oil change kit. I'm gonna grab my spray paint. I'm gonna grab all my tools and everything, and I'm gonna lock myself in. And hopefully we can get out there on a maiden voyage before the rain comes. So I'll check in with you when we're pulling this thing out the garage. Hopefully I have a big reveal on this cowling as well. I'm not gonna do anything fancy. I'm gonna take that piece off, move it over here on some cardboard, and just blast it with some of this spray paint. We'll see. I'll check in with you soon. See you soon. Don't go anywhere. Brother. Defeated is an understatement. I've been here since 9 o'clock. It's almost 4 o'clock right now. Every single thing that could have went wrong. But I mean, she looks good now. She looks good now. I am just defeated. This was a task. I'm gonna show you what I did though. Also, it's really nice and sunny outside right now, so maybe we're being treated for not giving up, because we're about to load this thing up on the truck and get over there to that boat ramp. But I just wanted to show you everything that I did. It's a bummer that I didn't film any of that because this was some of the most intricate, somewhat best work. There's a lot of calculations that went into everything, ran into a lot of hurdles, whatever. I kind of wish I filmed it all, but I don't know. I think it would probably be 8 o'clock right now if I tried to film it all. But I'm gonna show you what we got. So I took the other Yeti off the front. I mounted the 65 right here. I'm pretty stoked on that. I ended up moving the controls back, so now I can fully extend it. I took the controls off early on to see if I was close to wide open throttle, and I wasn't. I was about an inch off still. So I figured, you know what, let's just do something right now just to get by. I cut out a piece of fiberglass, moved everything back, and then put a piece of EVA foam on it It looks okay. I can clean up those edges for sure. I think I'm going to end up switching it all. Once I do a switch panel or add something else to the dash, I'll probably get a piece of acrylic and go across the whole thing so it looks uniform. Right now, it looks a little silly, but we're at least going to have wide open throttle today. It doesn't look that bad either. I'm being hard on myself. I came back through and did the fuel line for, whoa, don't look at the motor yet, all right? Did the fuel line for the gas tank, got the bungee cord out, so that's on there nice and solid. And then what else did I do? What else? I guess I'll show you the motor. The motor looks really nice. I put probably 9 coats of that maintenance spray while I was doing everything else. So I would do a coat, let it bake in the sun, do another coat, come back over here, work over here. Now that I'm talking about everything, nothing crazy really went down. I don't know. But the motor, it just looks fantastic. I did the oil change on the motor. Obviously, just the way that you're supposed to do this is so crazy because you get oil everywhere, but everything is genuine Yamaha stuff. So hopefully this thing performs on the water today. We're treating it nice. I rigged all the cables up into the motor. That was probably the hardest part of today. But everything is in there as tight as possible. Looks pretty good. Obviously I need to do some cable management back here. It looks kind of silly with that steering cable off to the side, but I'm trying to think of what else. I just got everything done. So right now the boat is just ready to go on the water. Here's another look at the old girl. I'm so happy about it. I'm proud of her. I'm stoked. I need to put a ratchet strap over this crusty dusty trailer. I'm looking for another trailer, let me tell you. If I find a good deal on a trailer, it's a done deal, because the things that I would have to replace on this particular trailer, might as well just go buy a used one on Marketplace that fits the bill a little better. Also, I chose to not finish the detail yet because of the trailer. It's slinging grease, and if I detailed the rest of this boat and I put the man hours into doing that, and then I got on the, out of the water and I saw all the grease marks and stripes, I'd be bummed. I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I'm delirious at this point. It's time to go get on the water though. Man, I'll see you at the boat ramp. Just made it to the boat ramp. This is the first time I'm seeing the boat in the sunshine, and it looks fantastic. Spending some time taking the straps off, getting it ready to put it in the water. I'm just so stoked, dude. I am over the moon. I stopped at Chick-fil-A on the way here, got a quick bite, and I was just thinking, due to Florida traffic and Florida people on the highways and whatever, if I ever run for president, I would propose that if you're a dude and you're not driving a truck or a big body sedan, you're not allowed to honk. You'll get a ticket. If you honk in your little Fiesta, you'll get a ticket. If you honk in your Altima, you'll get a ticket. Well, there she blows, fellas. I'm so excited to hop in this boat. Crossing my fingers, we just blast off. I haven't even started this motor yet. I believe we started it when I bought it, I think. But ever since then, haven't fired it up. Now we got 24 gallons of fresh ethanol-free gas in there. Nice new primer, bulb, nice fuel lines, fresh service on the motor. Not a full service, but fresh oil. Checked one of the plugs, it looked good. I didn't have new plugs to put in, so that'll be a project for a later date. But I think we should be good to go, brother. I think. Fingers crossed, like I said, maiden voyage, you know. I'm not expecting everything to be perfect. Keeping a low stress vibe through this whole thing. But so far, dude, I just love this boat, man. I'm so happy. Everything that I do leads up to this moment. You know, the old maiden voyage. Man. All right, let's fire it up. The part that I painted makes the rest of the cowling look like trash. I also desperately need cup holders. So, I don't know where else I could put it right now. Maybe hold it between the legs or something. Who knows? But let's see what we can do. That 115 looks good back there, brother. It sure does look nice. All right, I'm expecting it to take a little bit to crank, a little bit of time, because there's no fuel in the rail. So, I mean, let's see. I'm going to try to do this one take so you know it's legit. First cold start. Quiet, smooth, started right up, peeing good. Okay, off to a good start. Now, keep in mind, if anything goes south, we got the Minn Kota 80-pound 24-volt up there. We can make our way back to the boat ramp, one way or the other. Man, let's let her warm up for a second. I say we get out of here. Smooth shift into reverse. That's very, very nice. Cheers, by the way. Let's see if she shifts back into forward with that same energy. Oh yeah, smooth shifting, brother. Nice quiet motor back there, super smooth. Just keeping my eye on everything. Things are looking good right now. A lot of hard work went into this moment, man. A lot of hard work. Chick-fil-A water, about the only water I got on this boat. So don't know how long we can be out here. Guess till we start feeling a little funny. Almost out of the no wake zone, then we're gonna try and blast this thing. I accidentally just nudged her, gave her a little acceleration, and I think this 115 is large for this boat. I'm just gonna say that now. I think we're gonna get some ponies out of this thing. Whoa, it's windy. Not the water. Just to try and preserve my water, I put it back there in the hatch, all the way in the corner with the battery. I can't afford to lose this water. It's a little windy out here. Got a little chop, a little some. No match for the Jonesy. I can't reach the side. As of right now, we're going against the wind. I always say on your maiden voyage to try and go against the wind. That way, if anything goes south and you have to find other means of your way back to the boat ramp, it'll be a lot easier so you're not fighting the current on the way back. But it sure is windy. We got like a big wind in our face right now. This lean post is right on the money though for what you'd want. Like a little half sit, a full sit, a leaner. Nice and comfy. It's in the perfect spot too. We dialed it in, guys. We dialed it in. Whoa! Whoa! Bring that back to a cruising speed real quick. This thing's got some giddy up. Oh, brother. It is actually crazy windy out here right now. So I'm gonna cruise. I'm actually gonna blast. I don't know where the current's taking me right now. I'm just in gear and I'm just getting tossed around. But I'm gonna hit a Yui, keep heading to the Sandbar, blast off around this corner, seek a refuge from the wind a little bit, and then when I get to something a little more flat, I might pull the camera back out just for safety. Also, I really don't want to lose this microphone, and every time I turn around, it feels like the microphone is just gonna fly off. So let me cruise a little bit, get a feel for the old Jonesy. Man, she feels good. She feels good. Maybe bounce some wake a little bit. Dude, just such a solid, nice boat, man. So much work and everything just got us to this point. I'm having a blast right now. Appreciate you guys for hanging in this long. Hopefully it kind of feels like we're all taking a victory lap right now. I mean, we're not back to the ramp yet, but so far so good. Just around the corner, dude, it's a beauty out here today. It's a little less chop, so I'm gonna send it. Keep just blasting to the Sandbar. Oh, dude, it feels good out too. It's sunny. You feel the sun, but it's not burning up. I don't feel like I'm just gonna fall over. This is a good Florida day. And I can feel it. I feel it in the air. It's gonna lead up to a nice Florida night. A little bit brisk, where it kind of feels cold outside because it's 10 degrees cooler than it was during the day, and it's windy, and you can just sit outside with the old lady and just talk for a while. I feel it. It's brewing up for something like that. Take the baby on a walk this evening under the moon, under the stars. That's what life's all about, man. Straight up no sandbar. This is the highest I've ever seen the water. This is absolutely not how I expected the first Sandbar day to go. I don't know if this is how it's been or if this is new. I've never seen the water up this high. I'm physically on top of the Sandbar. I'm like way above where it's ever been in my experience. It's kind of cool. The water's pretty clear also. The current's not really kicking right here. About to take her away, but man, oh man, we're gonna live it up regardless. This 115 is like butter, my friend. Like butter. The whole shot is so good. There's so much torque. Oh man. I think we can find a little spot on the sand to still lift her up. Man, the water is so clear. Just kind of muscle her up here. We won't stay very long, but yeah, man, I don't know if I've ever seen the water this clear here. Man, what a dream. This is, dude, I can't believe that this boat looks this good and it's at the Sandbar right now. When we first picked this behemoth of a skiff up in Stewart, it looked so disastrous. Like, it looked like there was no way we would be sharing this moment together right now. So it's just crazy that we're here. Big proud moment, big happy moment. Boy, oh boy, she's glistening too. Dude, what a dream. On a Tuesday afternoon, maiden voyage, Jones brother. Who would have thought? This is crazy. I know. Oh, also I want to mention, I know we had a little rooster tail in the back. I didn't make any adjustments with the jack plate. Trim was all the way down, but yeah, we had a little rooster tail. All right, I'm not gonna let that spoil our fun. I'll make the adjustments on the way back, have us riding nice and smooth. But man, this thing is fast. As far as a skiff, this is one of the faster skiffs that I've had. Maybe the fastest skiff. I don't know what these boats are rated for, but this 115 seems perfect for it. Man, let's just talk about it for a second. We got the 115 in the back. We went down to, I don't even remember where we went, but we picked it up down south somewhere. We got the jack plate up in Georgia. We got the skiff itself out in Stewart. These hatches at Marine Connection Liquidator. The hatch on the center console, same place. Hatch up front, keeping everything matchy-matchy. The lean post we got, we met somebody deep in St. Augustine off of Facebook Marketplace. The center console from Marine Connection Liquidator. The trolling motor up front, Marketplace over in Ponte Vedra. Gas tank was from this 24-gallon fuel tank, West Marine, price matched off of Amazon. Fuel lines from Advanced Auto Parts. Yeti up front off of Facebook Marketplace. Batteries in the front from Academy. Batteries in the back from Academy. What else we got, man? What else we got? Steering wheel from ding, 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 Marine Depot Direct. A 6 steering wheel too. That thing feels money under the hands. EVA foam from Amazon. What else we got? Dude, I don't even know. We did so many things. New floor from Home Depot. Home Depot Marine plywood. West Marine fiberglass and resin. Boathouse. Gel coat. We did a little bit of everything from everywhere. If you are boat building in this area or any marine related project in this area, I went to all the places. Facebook Marketplace, Amazon, West Marine, Boathouse, Marine Connection Liquidator. This is the best thing that I could come up with and create from what is at our disposal in this general area. And I think we did all right. I'm stoked. Dude. I'm happy with the single Yeti also. Leave that front deck free and clear up front. Man, oh man. Kind of just taking a moment to soak it in. Soaking it in. At the OG Sandbar and everything. Man, this water looks appetizing, like I want to take a dip. I'm going to stand in the water and get a little sappy here for a second. But just on the off chance that this video gets a lot of eyeballs on it, I actually do want to talk about something a little more meaningful because I'm in such a good mood right now. I'm happy. I would say my happiness level is as close to a 10 that it can be solo. Still recording somehow. I don't know. Somebody doesn't want me to be at a 10. I'll tell you that much. I'm gonna level with you, homies. My microphone is no longer working. It might just be a right now thing, but it could be a forever thing. Who knows? Right now, the DJI Mini is toast from falling in the water. Every time I try and plug it back in, it's just not connecting. It says there's water. I usually would give it some time to dry out, but considering I don't have any more water left, I gotta kind of keep it pushing. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun. I'm gonna let this thing dry off. We're gonna cruise back to the ramp here in a little bit, and then hopefully by the time I get back to the ramp, it'll be dry and it'll work again. That way I can talk to you about what I wanted to talk to you about, because it's actually really important. But I guess for now we can just have a little bit of fun. Hopefully you can still hear me. It is so incredibly windy out here. I'm still having a great time though. Dang, it sucks that the mic's not working. Man, I just got used to using the mic. I really hope it'll just dry out and things will get back to normal around here. Dude, this boat though, this boat is making me very, very, very happy. Cheers, brother. That rooster tail, brother. Brother, I'll tell you what, I ain't never got back to the boat ramp that fast before. I wish I brought the harness to the jack plate. I would have got rid of that rooster tail, but I left it back at the shop. I figure I'll put the switch up here somewhere in the next couple of days before our next voyage. Old girl made it back to the ramp though. Tell you what, I never had a doubt. I love this boat, dude. This boat, also wide open throttle was crazy fast. Well, the mic is shot for now. Who knows what'll happen. Whenever I get home, I'm gonna try and dry it out the best that I can, take it completely apart, hit it with some fresh water probably. Who knows? Hopefully we can get it to work again. Bummer. I'll try and talk about what I was going to talk about over on the Sandbar, because I was so happy on the Sandbar. Like 10 out of 10 happiness, or as close to a 10 as I could possibly be without my wife and my baby there. And it's just a crazy feeling because it wasn't but just a couple of months ago that I was in the lowest point of my life, a super dark place, sitting in a doctor's office next to my pregnant wife, being told that I'm now diagnosed with heart failure and a crazy disease called ARVC, which is a degenerative heart disease eating away at the right side of my heart, and I am at risk of sudden cardiac death. Big, scary words. It sucks really bad. It instantly made me numb, I would say. It's just like in the movies when you start to hear ringing in your ears and you just tune out completely. It just sucks, but you know, you got to stay strong for the other people in your life, especially my pregnant wife right next to me, about to go into labor less than a month down the road. It just put me in a terrible spot. Later that night, I don't really know why, but me and my wife went to Dave & Buster's, maybe to help try and cheer me up or something. I'm not quite sure, to be real. But regardless, we went to Dave & Buster's, and I remember sitting in the parking lot talking to my wife saying that I'm never gonna not feel this pain, this numbness. I'm gonna be depressed for the rest of my life. I don't know how to shake this looming feeling that at any moment I could just die. I'm not gonna make it to meet my baby. I'm not gonna be there to help my wife through labor, through being a single mom. Like that stuff is just terrible. And it just broke me for a while. And to be standing on a sandbar now with just the happiness that I feel, this heart failure stuff, this ARVC, it doesn't bother me anymore. You know what I'm like? I can talk about it all day. It doesn't bring me down. I don't feel numb. I don't feel the pain. I'm back to being happy. And it's only been a couple of months. So, like, you know, most of the things that we go through that put us in these numb spots usually are not as rough as sitting next to your pregnant wife being told you could die any day now. You might not meet your baby. You might leave your old lady behind solo. you know, most of the things we go through aren't that bad. But even if they are that bad, I'm trying to be a beacon for anybody who's in that numb spot, who's new to it, who's fresh to that numb, you know, ear ringing numbness feeling, depression, deep pits of depression. I'm trying to be a beacon for those homies to let you know that if I can get out to a sandbar and feel these 10 out of 10 happiness feelings again, then anybody can. You can. You know, just keep it pushing. That's all I did. I didn't do anything crazy. I didn't take any medicine. I didn't do a weird diet. I didn't journal 3 times a day. I just kept it pushing. Just kept it pushing, and day after day it got a little bit better, a little bit easier to deal with, a little bit easier to talk about, a little bit lighter on the old back. And look at us now, 10 out of 10. I'm about to go into dockside and eat dinner with my wife and my baby. They met me at the boat ramp. And you know, I've said it a couple times, but I didn't think that I was gonna make it to this point. I didn't think I was gonna make it to meet my baby. So all of this stuff is just extra. It's like profit. So maybe that goes into why I'm just happy every single day. Obviously I have daily stresses and I get down here and there, but I don't stay in that deep pit like I was at the beginning of all of this. Anywho, I'm gonna quit yapping. Look at the Jonesy over there. Just a giant. Just a giant. Dude, we had a lot of fun today. You probably can't hear me because of the microphone issue. So I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Maiden voyage was a success. I'm stoked. Such a fun time out on the water today. It's rare that everything on the boat is all good. I know we had some difficulties with the mic. Dude, hopefully in the next video everything goes back to normal. But the cowling looks so good. The boat is so good, so solid, such a good runner, dude. Like I said, I'm gonna keep it short because you probably can't even hear me. I'm trying to speak up as loud as possible so you can hear me. But I'm also standing in the middle of the boat ramp. And now people are looking at me, which doesn't faze me one bit. Anywho, whatever. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna get this boat out of the water and then go in and probably smack some fish and chips. Maybe a hot dog, I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get in there. I love you guys, appreciate you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I don't know if it means anything to anybody, but I'm not wearing a black shirt today. The Marine Depot Direct Tee, for some reason, it just feels nice. I like it. I don't know. I'm feeling colorful today. But it does feel weird to not support the black tee. We'll figure something out. I'll probably be back in the black tee tomorrow. But I don't know. Just could that be why I'm in such a cheerful mood today? I forced the vibes via a colorful shirt. I don't know. Little things like that mean something. My wife over here. Can't even see her in there. That's the spooked her. Time to go in and eat though. What a time to be alive. What's up with this high tide though? The water's about to take over the boat ramp. Anywho, successful maiden voyage. Hours and hours and hours and hours of working in that warehouse to finally get the blast off on the Intercoastal and the Jonesy. What a time to be alive. Love you guys. Bye-bye.